Hey material girls, material boys, welcome back to my channel. My name is T. If you're from TikTok, hey girl, hey boy, hey. So I'm here today just to go over this long awaited video about your interview tips into a dental hygiene program and also your interview tips into a job, like what you should be preparing yourself for, what they're probably going to ask you. So if you want to know more about that topic, please stay tuned. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave your comments below. Email me, message me, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, all that. Okay, so for interview tips, what I would first say is if you're at this point, then that means you've already researched several schools and you're applying to several schools. And then one of them was like, hey, one of the schools or two or three of the schools that you applied to was like, hey, we actually like you. We want to have an interview, either via phone, via email, in person. We're going to interview you, right? So for your essay, you want to definitely have a personal statement. That personal statement is going to be about 60 to 90 words, maybe 120 words, which is basically like, I don't know, like sometimes how many is that? Like a 4 paragraph? I don't know. Go look that up, but that's usually how much it is. It might be more than that depending on the program you're applying to. But I'm saying your personal statement is important because you're going to need that throughout your hygiene career. So definitely save it to a Google Drive, an iCloud, save it to somewhere because you're going to need it. And you're just going to use that personal statement that you write to be your key. So anytime you kind of like unsure about what to say on the interview, go back to your personal statement that you wrote to get into dental hygiene school. And that will guide you into remembering the attributes that you're going to bring to the school, that you're going to bring to the career, to the profession itself, okay? So on TikTok, if you came from this TikTok, cool. But if you haven't, please go to my TikTok and you're going to find this video, and it's going to be a screenshot video of the notes that I wrote about this topic. If you need this specifically and you can't find it on TikTok, you can email me and I can copy and paste and send it to you if it's that bad. But if you go down my TikTok, this is going to be on there, and it's called Interview Tips and Personal Statements. So your personal statement is going to be however many words in whatever style that the school or the agency is asking for. It's going to be research based and definitely a format of AMA or MLA. If you've ever been to college, then you know what MLA or AMA is. If not, look it up. Look up the difference. If they don't have a preference for what type of style it's written in, then don't worry about it. Just write in the most professional manner as you can and have multiple people look over it. A friend that you trust, that you know does really well with writing and reading, cousin, co-worker, past professor, email it to them, have them look over it. Somebody needs to look over your personal statement to make sure that it flows, it's consistent, it's cohesive, and that the writing that you're doing is proofread and it's not just jumbled all over the place and you have all these thoughts going. So definitely have 3 to 4 people proofread it for grammar, context, and spelling and punctuation. Because sometimes we don't realize we put a comma somewhere don't belong. We put a period over here. If you're not a strong writer, definitely have more than 5 people look at it and then compile it, and then you're going to have multiple drafts of this personal statement, multiple drafts of your resume. You're going to have different types of resumes, so please don't get frustrated. Trust the process. You're going to have several drafts of this statement and just save it somewhere, okay? Like I said, be patient. It'll take a few weeks. Save it to your email, iCloud, all of that. Just save it because you're going to need it again. So your personal interview statement, your personal statement is about you. It's about why you want to become a hygienist. It's about what makes you different from the other people who are applying to this program. What makes you different from the hygienists that are already in the program and already are hygienists. How do you plan to change the world? Like, I know that might sound deep, but that's really what they want to know. How you are going to change the world, how you're going to change the field. And it doesn't have to be something real grandiose. It doesn't have to be like a really big scale of it. They really mean like, what little thing do you feel like you're going to change? And in my personal statement, I was like, something very small, like community service, giving back to people in my community by volunteering, going back to my school and teaching the kids how to brush and floss and educate them on dental care is how I plan to give back. And you know, because I remembered being on like the Colgate trucks. I don't know if you guys had that, but a dental Colgate truck used to come to my school once, I think every 6 months, and they used to just check our teeth. I already had a dentist, so all they used to do for me was just look at my mouth and give me a toothbrush. But there were some kids who their parents signed a permission slip for them to actually get dental care on the truck. So I'm thankful for that, and I still remember that, and I still remember having fun on the truck, and you know, just like the whole health field day, that's what they used to call it, was so fun to me. So how are you planning to give back to this career and these people? If it's about money, I'm telling you right now, the money is good. The money is gonna come. But if that's your main focus, it's gonna show. If your main focus about becoming a hygienist is about freedom, flexibility, and money, it's gonna show. You have to figure out why you really like this field. Is it because you like science? You like healthcare? You already have somebody in your life who's a hygienist? You are, you know, you have to explain why. So those are definitely very important to attribute. And then just make sure you have your focus on your key experiences, like what makes this important for you to pursue. Like, tell your story. Like, if you've had any adversities, like, and it doesn't have to be anything seriously sad and dramatic, but if you've had anything that you feel like is a key point to like speak off of. So for me, my key experience was being a child of a single mother and being a grandchild of a single mother. You see so much adversity being a child of a single parent, whether it's a mother or a father, or you were raised by your grandparents or your grandmother, or you were raised by your aunt, because your story, your journey is different. You struggled in some kind of way. You have something different that someone else, good or bad, may have not had. If they had two-parent household, they had a full home of support, you know. So that was my key experience that I listed in my personal essay. And you can list whatever it is. It does not have to be something sad. It can be anything. It can be you being, like, you have to explain something that makes you unique, you know, makes you different. It doesn't have to be sad. It does not have to be super, like, detailed about the experience. But what makes you you? What makes you you? What is going to help make you you, and what is going to help you make you you enough to want to change your community? What is going to make you you enough to want to change this field and want to help these patients and help the world? Because ultimately, we're trying to give back to the world. I know that sounds real deep. I know you like, girl, me cleaning little teeth and flossing and brushing is not going to change the world. Like, what? And if I'm changing the world, they only paying me X amount of dollars an hour to change the world? Yeah. Let me make sure my mic is on. Hold on. Okay. So that's the first part. So definitely, I would start with a draft of all of these. Like, I would just write all these things down that I'm saying. And then, you know, gather your ideas, gather what you're going to say, make an outline. Don't just go to the computer or to like your notebook and just start writing out. If that's how you function, then do it that way. But I would suggest doing like a draft first, and then kind of making an outline for that draft, and then coming back. However you want to do it how it works for you. But definitely sit down and think. Do your research. If anything, write down dental hygiene interview tips, dental hygiene dental hygiene interview questions, dental hygiene school tips and questions. I always link down below dental hygiene Facebook groups that you can join. Like I said, it doesn't matter your religion, your color, your age. or whatever, you can join. I believe you can join Browngirl.RDH, or if anything, you can reach out to them for advice. There are plenty of professionals on today's RDH that you can reach out to, and just get involved with the hygienist atmosphere, ADHA.org, and just really starting to familiarize yourself with the career if you don't have any experience in it already and you don't know anything about it. Okay? So definitely don't overthink this. You got this. Be personable and name 2 or 3 events that make you a better person, that makes you creative, more resilient, that makes you different, you know, and the challenge that you dealt with or you are overcoming, and that has made you a better person. And then I listed some of the important qualities that I have found on a website when I Googled personal statement questions. So these are some important qualities you can list. You can say, I'm artistic, empathetic, attentive to detail, great communication skills, I'm confident, great interpersonal skills, professionalism, good ethics, and hardworking. That's just 9 things that you can put about yourself. And you don't have to list them all in one sentence. That's just things that you can take away from. And the way that I would build the essay is I would just, like, each sentence, I would build off of that. So if you're hardworking, explain why you're hardworking in the next sentence. And then just go from there. And then that will make your essay. Definitely try to stand out. Put something that makes you unique. Like, what makes you unique? If you don't think you know anything about yourself that's unique, you really need to sit down and talk to your family, talk to your friends, and, like, just sit in yourself and your energy and think, what makes me unique? What makes me different? I know what makes me different is that I'm very personable. I might be a little introverted sometimes, but I'm very extroverted. I can talk to anyone about anything, no matter what country they're from, no matter how old they are. I connect with people. So that is what makes me different. Not a lot of people can do that. And I absorb a lot of information. I'm like a sponge, you know, when it comes to information. And I like reading, I like researching, I like self-help books, and I like learning about people and about life and about culture. So that's what makes me different. I care about people. I don't care about people like that. I'm weird. I don't care, but I care. That's what makes me different. And I'm very honest, I'm very blunt, and I'm very direct with my information and how I speak to people. And I'm very confident in myself, and I'm very confident in what I say. So that's what makes me different. So you got to sit down and think about, like, what makes you different. Write all those things down. Ask friends, ask family, ask coworkers, ask people you love. Ask people what they like about you and what they don't like about you, so you know your strengths and your weaknesses. And we're going to get into that. So definitely talk about things you have done and your experiences, whether it be like dance, band. Like, I used to do dance, I used to do band, I used to play an instrument. If you were on a cheer team, if you've worked at several jobs and you've learned certain things from these jobs, you're an older sister or brother of like 4 other people you had to help take care of. You're the youngest out of all your siblings. Like, just think about things that you might not notice that make you unique, but those things make you unique, and those things help you overcome obstacles. Being the middle child, you know. So yeah. Definitely talk about things that you've done and you've experienced that stand out compared to others. And your volunteer work, anything that you've done. You work at your church, you help out with your church, whatever you do, formal or informal. And then how these skills you've learned or these experiences you had can translate into dental hygiene. So if you know you go to your church every Sunday, or even if you go twice a year with your grandmother or whoever to church, your mom to church, your aunt to church, you go to church and you pass out bags for fellowship, whatever. That's you giving back to the community. That's you showing compassion. That's you, you know, look up adjectives. Look up the thesaurus. That's such a hard word to say. Thesaurus. Look up your thesaurus and don't keep saying the same word over and over. I'm intelligent. I'm smart. Da, 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 da. Yes, we know that. We love that about you, but, like, use another word. I'm inquisitive. Like, you have to expand your vocabulary. You have to carry yourself as a professional. You know, yes, you're still going to be you. You want to be you, but you have to carry yourself and speak in this personal statement in your interview like you own this shit, and you have to use different kinds of words. They want to see that you have a good heart, and you're carrying yourself, and you deserve to be here. So other than that, they are looking for people who are go beyond, above and beyond, to make themselves stand out. They're looking for some people who can brag a little and tell themselves how proud they are of all the things that they've achieved. And some topics you may bring up are leadership and how you have a caring attitude. You have a sense of social responsibility. You have courtesy. You're interested in people and their welfare. Girl, go check out this TikTok. This is deep. So this is all going to be linked down below. If you want to see this TikTok, I'm going to link this TikTok below. Until TikTok takes it down, just save it, screenshot it on your phone so you can save it for yourself. And then I do have a lot of links down below that you can go and look at. But definitely mention, you know, that you work on car, like whatever you like to do. Like, mention what you like to do. And all of that. So that's the personal statement. Interview. On your interview, you need to be you. You need to be you. If the job is for you, if the school is for you, you will get it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's nothing wrong with it not being for you. The next thing is coming. That's all. New opportunities and new doors will open when one closes. Okay? So if you're on an interview and you don't get the interview, don't be so hard on yourself. You deserve to be there. It's just that it's not the right fit for you. You know? So don't be so, like, upset if something doesn't go your way. That's what I wish I could have told myself when I was going through this process. Because if I got one denial letter, one denial email, I went to an interview and somebody hurt my feelings, I will come out the interview crying. It's like, girl, relax. And it's not even because the person hurt my feelings. It's just like, I was so upset because I wanted it. Like, I want this. Anyway, so the interview, definitely be you, be professional, but be you as well. Like, you see, like how I talk with my hands, I still speak like a professional person, but I'm not like, yeah, so I'll be like, and like using ebonics, which is like slang. I'm not using slang and like speaking like I'm talking to my friends on the phone. I'm speaking to someone professional because I'm a professional. You have to carry yourself as a professional. Even if right now you're only working at Wendy's, or you don't got a job, or you in high school, or you work somewhere else, you need to carry yourself as a professional. And you need to handle yourself and carry yourself and think of yourself as a professional. So, be professional. Dress appropriately. You know, have your hair on point. Don't have no crazy colors. Dress your best. You know, if you need to look up some interview clothes, definitely look up interview outfits on YouTube or on TikTok. Because interview clothes have changed now. You don't have to dress like suit and tie. Like, you can be casual. You can have like a button-up shirt and a skirt and some flats. You know, you can have on like a cool outfit that shows your fashion and your personality without being too sexy and without being too stuffy and looking crazy. You know, so dress like 2023, but don't be in jeans. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. And then carry yourself like you deserve this. Tell yourself in the mirror that you deserve this. You are that girl. You are that bitch. You deserve this. This is going to happen. This is what you want. And keep that in your mind. Start listening to affirmations. Start listening to, you know, positive, uplifting music. You know, stop listening to Glorilla on your way to everything. Like, listen to positive music. Other than Summer Walker and SZA, because they toxic. Like, granted, I listen to all those people. I'm just saying, you got to start, like, conditioning your mind and conditioning your attitude in order to carry yourself like this type of person. You know, in order to be this person, you got to act like this person. Even if you're not that person yet, you got to be that person. Like how I be saying on my TikTok, fake it till you make it. You don't know something? Ask questions. Research it. Don't believe everything you hear. Do your research. Reputable research, not Wikipedia. Real research, okay? And, you know, go from there. So carry yourself like you deserve this. Have your hands folded. Make eye contact. Don't be looking around. Don't be looking down. You know, when they ask you a question, make sure you answer it with poise. And while they're talking, you know, you're shaking your head. And you're like, okay, yes, you look engaged. You look like you care, even though you're freaking out. You're nervous. You're going crazy. You have anxiety. You know, like, look at them in